Belmont Park. Just believe it or not, 3 weeks remain in the spring-summer meeting here before we shift upstate to Saratoga, but there's plenty of racing left, and we had a big Saturday with a lot of racing, an 11-race card. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Thoroughbred Weekly, MSG Plus, the place to be this evening. Jason Blewett, my colleague Eric Donovan is alongside, and what a Saturday it was. I mean, I think intensity from top to bottom.
Yeah, 3 very big stakes, the Grade 1 priorities. You also had 2 historic stakes like the Dwyer and the Suburban as well. Some great horses, some big horses that ran on Belmonte coming back to run in some of these races. So just a really neat card and some very intriguing stakes races with some implications on, you know, how these horses go down the rest of the year, what road they go down, if they want to keep doing what they're doing or try something different. So, you know, really good test this weekend for these horses.
Well, we'll kick off the Races of the Week segment with a rare distance on Belmont Park's main track. We'll go the 1.25 miles with the field starting on the clubhouse turn. It's a field of 10 in the Suburban Handicap, a Grade 2 for $400,000. Here's Tom Durkin.
And they're off. It's a Bird and finally made it break well, and so too Cool Coleman, who's there on the outside. But finally made it will take the early lead here. And a very enterprising finally made it on the muscle today. Opens up quickly by 3. It's a Bird. Runs in second. Cool Coleman is racing in third. Asiatic Boy came away fourth on the inside. Sam Hoon fifth in the far outside. Real Merchant runs along in sixth. Stud Muffin is rating back in seventh. At a break of 4. Rising Moon is eighth. About 9 lengths from the leader. Finally made it. Dry Martini now running in ninth. And Reddy's Echo is loping along in the trailing position. 24-1 was the opening quarter mile. And it's Long Shot finally made it. Leading the field down the backstretch run. It's a Bird. Running along in second with 6 furlongs to go. Cool Coleman is back in third. Asiatic Boy continues on the inside while fourth. Then Sam Hoon, Real Merchants in between horses. Then the Gray Stud Muffin. 3 lengths back to Rising Moon. Still about 8 from the lead. Dry Martini and Reddy's Echo, the trailer. Finally made it through a half mile in 47 3/5 seconds. Still leads by 3 with 4 furlongs to go. It's a Bird now. Gets a gentle reminder there from Javier Castellano. They're 2.5 from the front. Cool Coleman is poised on the outside, running well third, 3 furlongs to go. Asiatic Boy has been fourth throughout. He's coming under a ride and will try to move through an opening on the inside. But finally made it, is making it to the top of the stretch, and he's still in front by 3. Asiatic Boy, the favorite, targeting the front runner now as the field turns for home. Finally made it under heavy pressure. Asiatic Boy is coming up the inside. Dry Martini's moving through between horses. Rising Moon and Reddy's Echo's making a run from last. Finally made it. Desperate for another 100 yards. Where's the wire? And here's Dry Martini. And Dry Martini comes up to win it. Dry Martini is a 2-length winner here. Close for second.
Here with trainer Barkley Tagg, the winning trainer for the Suburban Handicap, and a great race from your horse today, Dry Martini, and very consistent 6-year-old gelding. This win puts him over the $1 million mark.
I know, he's a lovely, lovely horse, and he always runs his race. And he's the kind for a race like this, especially when it had all that speed in it. We thought it might set up well for him, and Edgar was the right man to be on him, and it worked out really well. So
early on in the race, the pace was pretty quick. You had to be happy with where your horse was.
He had a very fast half mile there, and it was nice, and he was sitting way back, so it just worked out very well for us.
Would you look at a race like the Whitney, or do you have anything else in mind?
I guess we'll have to now. I guess we'll have to, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Barkley. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Dry Martini pays $23.60 to pull off the upset. Trainer Barkley Tagg, the winning trainer, Edgar Prado, was up. And Dry Martini, as I said, as Barkley said in that interview, that Dry Martini goes over the $1 million mark with this win. A 6-year-old gelding has been very consistent. 9th win from 26 starts. Asiatic Boy made the lead in the stretch there, but tired a little bit late, finishing second. Rising Moon was third. Now let's take a look at 3-year-olds in action, going long 1 mile and 1/16. It's the Dwyer Stakes. And here's Tom Durkin.
And they're off. Oh, stumbling was Warrior's Reward right from the break, and he came away last. Warrior's Reward came away last, but Calvin Burrell is in no hurry with him yet. He allows him to settle down out at the back of the pack. Up front, it's Just Ben who's racing for the lead. American Dance is right up there, and Masala. And Kensai, too. He's right there fourth. A break of 5 to Convocation. A break of another 5. Back to Warrior's Reward. Again, Burrell not hurrying him yet. and the trailer is Sunday Sunrise. So down the backstretch run. Opening quarter, 23 1/5 seconds. And the leader is Just Ben, American Dance, prompting the pace from the outside second. Kensai rating beautifully. Third on the rail. Just to his outside, it's Masala. A break of 6 back to Convocation, and a break of 8 back to the two trailers now. Sunday Sunrise and Warriors Reward is last. He's dropped 15 from the leader. Around the far turn, the leader is Just Ben, who's opened up a 3-length advantage now, having run a 45 3/2 mile. Here's Kensai now, and Kensai rolls up alongside Just Ben, and they'll match strides past the quarter pole, and Convocation is kicking in. Convocation comes alive as the field turns for home. Kensai has taken the lead. Kensai in front. Just Ben gives way second. Convocation third. Warriors Reward is getting underway late on the far outside, but he's just got too much to do now. They're in the final 16th, and it's Kensai. Kensai with a good-looking effort. Convocation finishing second, and the Tough Luck Warriors Reward checks in third. Kensai, the winner of the Dwyer.
And Mr. Jackson, the winning owner of Kensai, congratulations. He's run into some pretty nice horses his last couple times out, and he proved today that he's at the top of the 3-year-old list.
He's evolving. We were patient with him. He's shown early speed. We were trying to work him in. The doubt was whether he'd be able to go to a 2-turn distance. This is only 1 turn, but I think he can.
You had to be impressed by the way he did everything today. He rated comfortably and proved he had no problems with the distance.
Yes, he was well rated. He ended up having enough at the end to keep that pace going, and he was within himself, which I like.
Any thoughts on where he might go after this?
Not yet. I'm sure Saratoga's on the screen, but we have to look at other alternatives as well. Maybe Monmouth. We have some hard decisions. First, we got to see him come out of the race well, and if he's fit. He was blowing a little hard. That's further than he's worked in a long time.
Now what about Rachel Alexander? She settled in up at Saratoga. How's she been? What are your reports from Steve?
Monday we will find out. She'll jog some distance, and we'll make some decisions or begin to eliminate alternatives when we know how fit she is. She always wants to run, but we're concerned that she stay within herself.
Well, it's been a great year for you so far. Hopefully you keep it up the second half of the year.
Curlin spoiled me. Now these horses are spoiling me. I'm very delighted that Kensai came along as he did. We've got others to define as well. It's all a question of hope, and who emerges is anyone's guess. But we're working hard to see that some of ours might be there too.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great to talk to Mr. Jackson there in the winner's circle after Kensai wins the Dwyer Stakes. Kensai, first start going long here, hadn't been past 7.5 furlongs, but proved the distance was no problem. Nice win with jockey Edgar Prado aboard 1540 on Kensai. Convocation coming off that nice win on Belmont Stakes Day, finishing second, and Warriors Reward, the favorite, had that trouble at the start, had to settle for third.